Okay, so welcome to the lecture everyone. Now in this lecture I'll be talking about a CTE, a common table expression. Now it's not tough things, it's a very easy kind of a task that we are going to perform, and you all will be able to understand a CTE in a easiest possible manner. Let me explain you that part. So here basically I'm trying to create a new database called as customer database, and I'm going to use that customer database, and inside this database I'm going to create a fresh customer table. Now inside that table, I have a customer ID, name, city, country, age, and total spend. These are the things which I have. Now inside that, I'm going to insert this particular data. Yeah, so this particular data. Now once you are going to see the customer detail, so this is the data that I have inserted inside this particular table. So execute and insert it. I think we all are able to create the table, and we all can insert the data inside the table. That's pretty much easy for all of us. Now this is the data which is available inside my table. Now what kind of a query I would like to write? So let's suppose if someone is going to ask you a question that try to find out all the customer detail, or maybe customer name or customer ID, try to find out all the customer ID where their age is, right, where their age is, as we have a age, right, as age over here, so where their age is more than average age of the whole customer. So what will be the average age, by the way? So if you are going to add all the ages divided by the total number of records, so you will be able to get a average age. I have to find out a customer detail whose age is more than average, right, whose age is more than average. Okay, so how you will be able to find out an average in a very first place? Yeah, from this particular table, how you will be able to find out the average? So you can try to write maybe a query that select avg, average of what? So average of age, and then maybe as a avg underscore age column from customers table. Yeah, from the customers table. So try to select the average age. So now this is going to give you what? This is the average age. So average age we are able to find out. That is completely fine. Yeah, average age we are able to find out. Now what we can do is that we can try to store it, or we can try to use it basically as a CTE, a common table expression. So CTE is nothing but a kind of a name we can try to give to this particular data that we are able to receive. So here, to create or to convert this one into a CTE, we can try to use a keyword called as with, and then we can try to give a CTE to its name. So avg underscore age underscore CTE, any name that you want, you can try to give it to this one as this, and then till this one I'm going to consider it. I'm going to consider it as what? So I'm going to consider it as a CTE. Simple. Yeah, I'm going to consider that as a CTE. So this will be my CTE. So wherever I need this data, wherever I need this table, I don't have to write this entire query, by the way, right? I don't have to write the entire query. What I can do is I can just call this one. I can just call this one average ACTE, and it's done. So it will be able to call this one automatically. For example, at the end of the day, finding out average is not my objective. My objective was what? My objective was to find out the name of the customer, or maybe a customer ID, right, whose average age is this much. Okay, so let's try to do that. So let's select name, select basically age, right, from what? So from customers over here, select name, age from the customer, right? And then what I will do is that I will try to perform a join operation. So I'm going to perform the join operation, a kind of a self join operation with average. So avg underscore age underscore CTE. So I'm just going to perform the join operation on what? So on customers dot age should be greater than, right? So greater than avg. So this one, let's copy directly. So this dot, what is the column name? Average age. So avg underscore age. So now this is, if I'm going to execute this one, it should give me the final output, but there is some error. Table customer average CTE does not exist. Customer. Okay, sorry. So now I'm able to get the data. So what was my average age, by the way, if I'm just going to execute this part? So if I'm going to just execute this part, average age was 34.30. Now when I'm trying to execute this entire things, now it is giving me a name and a age, and yeah, so it is more than the average age customer that I'm able to find out. So the uses of CT is that whenever I'm trying to trying to use this one, I can directly call it and I can directly use it. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to store inside the CTE, or what I'm trying to write inside the CTE, so I'm just trying to write some sort of a SQL query itself, eventually, which is going to return me the table. This is called as CTE, as simple as that. Now let me show you with some different example. So someone is asking you that, can you please try to give me a top 5 customer with their spending, right? With their spending. So top 5 customer, if you can try to give it to me. Okay, fine. So if I have to get a top 5 customer, I can try to write a query over here. Select a star from CUSTOMERS customers. Order by, I can write total underscore SPEND, total spent, and limit 5. Okay, so in a descending order, just try to give me that. Okay, now if I'm going to execute it, okay, CUSTOMERS, unknown, column, tab, total spent, it's SPENT, total spent. Okay, so yeah, it is able to give me a top 5 customer with the help of this particular query as a total spent. So customer ID, customer city, and total spent in a descending order, I'm able to get it. A top 5 for a top 5 customer. Again, customer ID and everything I'm able to receive. Maybe I can try to store it as a CTE, right? If I want, I can try to store it as a CTE. Means if I have to convert that into a CTE, so I can try to write that top 5 underscore CTE, a common table expression. And then I can try to write over here that select, if I have to use the CTE, so select star from top 5 CTE. So I'm not writing a query on top of the table. So what I'm trying to do over here is that I'm trying to write a query directly on a CTE itself. And yes, it should be able to give me the result. You must have a SQL syntax check manually, order wise this. I have missed as over here. Okay. So now you will be able to get the same result. But here the main thing is that I'm trying to call basically my CTE, top 5 CTE, which I have already created, instead of calling a table. And this is eventually executing this particular query, right? So I can convert anything into a CTE. I can use it anytime that I want. Now, next question, if someone is going to ask me from the same table that count a customer by its country. Yeah. So let's suppose there is a customer and we have a city and we have a country. So someone is asking me a question that, can you please try to count a customer by its country? Means from India, how many customers we have, from USA, from UK, from Germany, how many customer we have. So count a customer basically by its country. Let's try to count customer by its country. And these are the questions which anyone can ask you in your interview. So I can try to do this entire things with the help of CTE, or I can try to do it with the help of writing a sub queries as well. In any way I can do it, as simple as that. So here, count a customer by a country. So first of all, what I will do is I will try to write select country and then count as total customers from customers table, and then I can try to perform group by what? So group by I can try to perform COUNTRY. So group by country. So we all know that this is going to give me this result, a country and total number of record available for that particular country. So for India, 4, for USA, 2, for Germany, 2, for UK, 2. So group by count operation I'm trying to perform, and then I'm trying to show you this particular one. I can try to store it as a CTE if I want. So I can try to write with country count as, and then I can try to store this entire one as a CTE. So now this became a CTE, common table expression. So wherever I have to use this data, means this particular output, I can try to call directly this one, and then I will be able to use it. Now here, right? So here simple, I can try to write select a star from country underscore country count. So I'm just trying to show you how to use a CTE, nothing much guys. It is not giving you some different result. It is giving you exactly the same result. So without even doing this, I can get the result. But yeah, so when you will write complex queries, obviously these things will come into a picture, and these things are going to help you out in terms of executing your query by writing minimalistic code. Yeah. So with that, thank you so much everyone. Hope we all are able to understand that what is the meaning of a CTE, a common table expression, how we can try to convert any queries, and then how we can try to call those CTEs. At the end of the day, CTEs are nothing but a table information or data it is going to store, and you have to treat that as a table. So whenever and wherever you are trying to call in a join operation, in a group by operation, or wherever you want. Yeah, it's just a name that we are trying to attach with a particular query. Even without using a CTE, you can do it. You can try to call a subqueries, right? So query inside a query, you can try to write, and then you will be able to do the exact same kind of a operation. So with that, thank you so much everyone. Take care, and see you again in my next lecture.